Hello, my name is Bracken Daly, and I'm the Registrar here at UCR. I want to talk to you a little bit about a few items from the Office of the Registrar. The first item is related to FERPA, the Family Educational Rights and Privacy Act from the Department of Education. You might be a little familiar with FERPA. It's been protecting the privacy of your students' record from K through 12 and will continue to protect the privacy here at UCR. The difference that I want to talk to you about right now is the role of the parent. During K through 12, you and your student had direct and equal access to the student's academic record. That is changing. When a student attends UCR under FERPA, they are the only individual who has the right and direct access to their student academic record. This means that if you are interested in getting access to your student's academic record, you need to work with your student and maintain that relationship and communication with them throughout their time here at UCR. FERPA takes the student's academic record and divides it into two populations. One of those is called directory information. On this slide, there are items listed that are covered under directory information. This information is allowed to be released without written consent from the student. This includes releasing this information to you as parents. Students, however, do have the right to go into our web, which is their student portal, and suppress and say they do not want us to release this information. This process is dynamic, so a student can make a decision today, change their mind this afternoon, and even change their mind tomorrow, months from now, years from now. It is within the power of the student to say that although we can release this information, they do not want us to. They can make this choice at an individual level, say they don't want us to release their email address or date of birth, or they can check all the items and say they do not want any of the information released. There are times when it is helpful for us to be able to release this information on behalf of the student. There are times when a third party is interested to know if your student is attending UCR. Sometimes it's even helpful to be able to provide their major and how many units they're enrolled in. Fast forward to the time when they're graduating and looking for a job opportunity. Many times an employer is interested if they receive their degree. So having the opportunity to release that information on behalf of the student helps the student in that process. Again, this is a dynamic process though, controlled by the student within our web portal. Information that was not listed on that PowerPoint are considered non-directory information and were required to have consent from the student before releasing it to anyone, including to parents. Knowing that parents might want access to the student's academic record, specifically about the financial side of the student's academic career, we have given students ways to easily give access. One of the ways that we have given access is through our web. A student can make you an authorized user. This allows you to log into their online self-service and view things like their grade and their class schedule. In this area, they can also give you access to 3 specific departments: student business services, financial aid, and housing. We've selected those 3 departments because of the financial impact they have on the student's academic career. This access that the student gives you allows you to talk to individuals in these offices online, over the phone, or in person. Please remember, this access that your student gives you is dynamic. So whatever they give you access to today, they can take away tomorrow. So please ensure you continue to maintain that relationship with your student. If you have any questions or concerns, always bring them up with your student. An additional option that we provide your student is to click on their student account and give you access to see and pay their bill. Again, all of this is done in our web, which is their online student portal. You might be interested to talk to somebody in a department that was not on that last screen. That's okay. Your student can sign a release form and allow you to talk to individuals like their advisor, faculty, and others. Again, please remember that any permission your student gives they also have the right to take away. So please continue to maintain that relationship as they're attending here at UCR. The next topic I would like to talk to you about is residency for tuition purposes. We are a state institution and are required to determine if a student is a California resident or not. The statement of legal residence has been a to-do item in your student's MyUCR account. Although the deadline has now passed, we are currently working with students to complete the process. Any student who begins the process now will be reviewed on a first-come, first-served basis. Your student might be questioning why they are still showing undetermined. There are 3 possible reasons. One is the student may not have started or completed the statement of legal residence form. They should go in and they should complete answering the questions and complete and submit the form. It's also possible that the SLR has been completed, but the student has outstanding supporting documentations that need to be submitted to our office. Those documents are identified in MyUCR, and the student should submit them to the registrar's office. The third possible reason is that your student has completed the SLR and has submitted the supporting documents, and we are now working diligently to review those documents and complete the determination. The most critical thing is that between the student and our office, we complete that review before fees are due in September. It's important to understand that if your student's status continues and maintains to be undetermined when fees are due, the student will be charged as a non-resident student. This is very unfortunate when a student is clearly a California resident and they're only being charged a non-resident because they did not complete a process. Please feel free to have your student contact the registrar's office, and we are happy to help them finish the process. We work to try to communicate with your student in a lot of different ways. Throughout the last several months, they've been communicating with the campus through MyUCR, which is the admissions portal. And now that they're in orientation and looking to start their fall quarter at UCR, they're going to transition to our web, which is the student portal. In the student portal, we post messages. There are notes for students, information and announcements. There's also important information about holds that might be on their account. Students should check our web on a regular basis to ensure that everything on their account is moving forward. It's also important that the students use the registrar's website, registrar.ucr.edu, as a regular reference. Our website is filled with process and procedures that will help them throughout their career at UCR. In addition, our website hosts the academic calendar. This might actually be a page that you want to bookmark as well. The academic calendar includes key important deadlines regarding academics and tuition and fees. Please ensure you review those on a quarterly basis to ensure you know when things are due. Lastly, during this time of COVID-19, the campus is closed and all of our communication for the registrar's office is by email. Please note there's 3 key emails that might be helpful for you and your student on this slide. We will maintain updates on our registrar's website regarding closures and how best to reach us. We recommend that you periodically check this page to understand how we can best service you. I hope that we have been able to answer many of your questions at this time, but again, please use those email resources if you have additional questions that we can help you with. And most importantly, welcome to UCR.